But I will have the recipe. It's really, really easy for watermelon jalapeno margaritas. So I promise I will be putting that on my page after the show. So thank you again, because I've got the weekend off, because it's an obsessed with style weekend. So that spells major shenanigans. So Amy has a new show. In fact, our very own Dee, we love Miss Dee. She'll be part of the fun. Sarah has What a Girl Wants Tomorrow. I'll be getting in trouble, I'm sure. Anyway, let's talk about getting you organized in your home. And certainly whether it's scrapbooking or crafting or all the kitchen appliances that you buy here at HSN. For me, I'm also obsessed with cookbooks. I'm so crazy about them. I keep buying and collecting them. I could never in 5 lifetimes make all the recipes that I have in my head or otherwise. Well, this was on earlier and wildly popular. Origami is from a family of organizational products that we offer here at HSN, where there's really no tool required. It's just genius. You think of the ancient art of paper folding, that's where the whole concept came. But because they've been so popular, they have evolved into this beautiful kind of decorative furniture category. Well, what we're doing right now, we call it a craft cart, but I'm saying that in the famous air quotes, because the truth is you're only limited to your own imagination or where you want to put this. Big thing we're doing though is a 5-pay flex pay of less than $30. Smart deal, remember those are like today's specials, except we bring in fewer of them, and it's only as long as supplies last. So let's start on this end. Probably the #1 decorating color in America right now are these soft grays. It's a really modern, sleek look. And oh, perfect, I think we have the jib available too. I just want you to see that beautiful wood grain contrast. So there's our beautiful gray. I think that's still our #1 choice. Then I'm gonna skedaddle over here. Steve, do we call this rose gold? Oh, it really is a dusty rose. It's so pretty. And then do you see it's like this again, kind of soft, kind of washed wood or washed wood effect on the top, okay? Then we have the turquoise. I should point out this will match back to your family of origami turquoise products if you have those at home. And then we're gonna go to the cornerstone or the foundational basics. Okay, now you know what, I'm gonna do this, Steve, because sometimes I have to look really closely. This is the black, this is the, oh, actually that's the vintage bronze, isn't it? Okay, black, vintage bronze, and black with walnut. So yes, and so again, the contrast is the shelving. There's your white. Hey, I gotta get her out here because time is short. I was talking about spicy margarita, the always spicy Trece Rosa. So nice, I gotta roll that R. Well,
Yes.
I'll tell you what, I mean, Tracy, whether you are using this as, yeah, I wouldn't say a bar cart, but if you're using it for maybe wine storage, if you are hosting that party, we call it a craft and hobby cart in the air quotes, because doggone it, when people get this style at home, they use it in the linen, for linens. They use it in the pantry. They use it in the powder bath. They use it in the laundry room, because you're really only limited to your imagination, aren't you?
Oh, absolutely. You know, this is like the 2.0 version of the craft cart. We've made it bigger, we've made it stronger, we've made it better. We've added an extra shelf in there so you can totally maximize that vertical storage space. But really, as we go through the next 10 minutes or so, kind of take a little mental inventory of each room in your house and just ask yourself, you know, could this room benefit from a drawer system like this? Could the laundry room, the bathroom, remember, this is powder coated steel and wood. So the best of the best quality when it comes to origami. We've added some great features on the side. So we have a little spindle if you want to use this in the bathroom. If you want to use it in the craft room, you can put string on there, your scissors, your tape. This side holds wrapping paper. But in true origami fashion, it's zero assembly. So this right here is this. So the way that this works is you take it out of the box, you open it up. This has 3 shelves. The top one is already attached, but then you have 2 of these loose shelves right here. Notice they just fall perfectly right into place here. So once you put the shelves in, it kind of aligns the base of the cart. So you swing this top shelf over, and like all origami like this, there are two little pegs here and two little holes. All you have to do is just kind of line those up. So now that's all secure. So it's just now about putting the drawers in. So we've got two different size drawers. You've got the thinner ones. You've got that wonderful mesh that allows you to see what's in each one of these drawers, okay? Never a question. And each one of these drawers is going to hold 10 pounds worth of weight. So this entire shelving system can hold 150 pounds worth of weight. One thing I do want to point out is these tracks right there, they don't have any wheels or anything in there. So it's easy to just go ahead and get them in there. Slides in and out nice and easily. I love the fact that they're completely removable. So let's say you do have, a bunch of yarn in here, if you're a knitter or anything like that, it allows you to just take that one drawer out to where you want to do your project. So you're not having to, lug the whole thing out wherever it needs to be. But in true origami fashion, nice and strong, nice and sturdy. These will not rust, chip, or corrode. So if you're using it like in the pantry and you want to put fresh fruits and vegetables in there, it's totally fine and sturdy. I want to show you the two different sizes if I can, just because that does make a big difference when you're starting to get organized. So you've got the thicker shelves down at the bottom and then the thinner ones on top. But like I said, all of them will still hold 10 pounds worth of weight. So the entire shelving system, Shannon, holds 150 pounds.
Wow. Beverly, I want to see your jewelry, girl. Annie, I'm so glad you got back. Diane, thank you for the sweet compliment. Leilani, we see you there as well. Marta, you are so sweet. I actually got these boots at HSN, but sadly, that was a couple of years ago. So now they're part of my personal collection, but at one point we did sell these here at HSN. Well, these boots were made for walking and pressure washing. That's what we're gonna have coming up in a moment. But part of the reason this was called the hobby and craft cart and is the special sizes of these trays or drawers that Tracy was just going through. And I always tell Suzanne Runyon, I want to be Suzanne when I grow up because I aspire to be a crafter. I mean, I do my utmost best. But a lot of that cardstock and tag board and poster board, a lot of the things that I'm using to do DIY on social media, that's a perfect size for that. So whether it's a vision board or crafting or your jewelry making or your skeins of yarn, or if it's in your kitchen, if it is aerating fruits and vegetables, if it's your cookbooks, I mean, if you're using it in your little girl's room and she's got, boots scooting booties, she's got your, her socks and, all of her goodies, you will really be surprised when you see the variety of uses that you can get. It's always easy if you go to hsn.com. I know we've got most of the colors available on the set here. Sometimes it's a little bit easier if you go to hsn.com because on the black, there are two choices, black, but like two different wood choices in terms of the top or the shelving. So you can actually maybe get a closer look on hsn.com. But here's that beautiful gray with that washed wood. That's such a hot color in home design right now. There's our dusty rose. There's that turquoise. It does match back to your turquoise in the origami family. And then you can see that beautiful blonde wood. So like I said, there's a lot going on. Oh, if I move that, can they see the top of the wood just a little bit better? I just wanted you to see that one has more of like a blonde wood on the top. And then if you like more of that walnut, we have our vintage bronze, we have our white, and we have our black. Remember, it is a smart deal. Those are limited time opportunities, special pricing, only as long as supplies last. And okay, a couple of the colors are just on a slightly expanded delivery window, but we did want to sneak this. Oh, perfect. Thank you, Steve. Yeah, that's why I say sometimes on hsn.com, that's an easy way to shop too, I should point out, but it's just sometimes a little bit easier to see all the details. Tracy, I got to tell you, that's why I have to keep amending that statement because I'm aspiring to be a crafter. I'm trying my utmost best, or even for gardeners, whether it's seed packets or your gardening gloves. I mean, all the things that I'm using to try to garden right now as well. We say craft and hobby cart, But boy, oh boy, people get this at home and they love the size, they like the vertical space, and more importantly, we love the ease of assembly, don't we?
Oh, absolutely. And when you're not using it, it breaks down to practically nothing. Notice this one does not have the wheels on, and this one does. Completely up to you. You decide if you want to have the wheels on. I like the wheels because I'm constantly changing my mind on how I use it in the house. In full disclosure, how I use it in my house is it stays outside in the living or in the dining room. I love to keep my china out. We've got our wonderful stemware out. But like you said, we originally created this for crafters in mind. So to store your 12 by 12 paper, this is going to do an excellent job. If you're a quilter and you have, all of your patches that you like to keep are right here at your fingertips. You're homeschooling, we all are, this is a great area to store all of your electronics, your charging cables, your pens, your pencils, everything. Like I said, yarn. And notice over here, we did add that great little spindle. So if you want to put your ribbon here, your tape here, your scissors here, or if you want to use it into the bathroom, and you can put your toilet paper here as well and store all of your toilet paper. Over here, we've added a section that you can store taller things. So let's say you have wrapping paper, or somebody even said they used it as like a little umbrella stand, which I thought was a great idea. So really great ideas come from you. Remember, this is origami, so it's never a storage problem. It's only a storage solution. All these drawers come out nice and easily. It's going to stand about 4 feet, about 4.5 feet tall. It's about 2 feet across, and it's 15 inches in depth. So only 15 inches off of the wall. The top shelf up here holds 50 pounds worth of weight. This one holds 20, this one holds 20, and then each one of these drawers will hold 10 pounds each. So we're talking a significant amount of weight capacity, 150 pounds. And remember, this is solid wood and powder coated steel.
It is indeed, and we do have your color as long as you are shopping now. Remember that reduced shipping, the 5 flex pay, 743763. Tracy, great to have you in the house tonight. Thank you for doing this.
Thanks for having me, Shannon. Thank you, everyone. Have a great Friday night.
You too. Thank you, Tracy. All right, now something that we're not going to have time for a full presentation on is the